You marry anyhow, your marriage is anyhow marriage. Your children become anyhow children. Your life becomes anyhow. But when you enter the marriage, that timba wa. I shouldn't do any other sex style apart from missionary. His mom said if he does anything bad, I should sing, "Let the weak say I am strong." What's up, beautiful people? Thank you guys for stopping by today. Welcome back to my channel. Bemi Badmus here. It's so great to have you guys here today. It's so great to have me sitting here to chit chat and gist with you guys. Like, I love it. I really love doing this. Oh my god. Today we're just jumping right into today's topic. We're not rambling. I feel like I'm rambling right now, but we're just going right into it. And today we're talking about some of the worst dating advice. A while back, I think a couple of months ago, I did a question thing on Instagram, and I asked people to share with me some of the worst dating advice that they got. And oh my god, people responded. So I'm just going to be sharing some of them with you and reacting to some of the worst dating advice that people I've got to. So if you're interested in this video, just sit back, kick back, and enjoy the ride, okay? So jumping right into the responses, you guys, I'm just going to be sharing them. I'm going to be picking them one by one and reacting to them. So let's go. Okay, so the first one here says, someone said I shouldn't be fatter than my husband, that it's unattractive to men. That's the person's personal opinion. I personally know men that don't mind their wives bigger, taller than they are. You know, every man has their own, like, what do you call it? What do you call that thing? Like their preferences, yes. So, you know, while some men like small boobs, small ass, small body, some other men like big boobs, big ass, big body, you know. So I've seen men that actually want their wives taller than them. So honestly, that's like the worst advice ever. And I feel like, because you don't know who you're going to end up with. You don't know if the man is going to like you the way you are or not. And I feel like that person was just trying to fat shame you. That's rather unfortunate that the person was just trying to fat shame you. And it's a terrible advice. Don't tell somebody to lose weight for them to get a man. So the next one here, this one is even a marriage advice, not even dating advice, because this person is already married. Said to go to my in-laws to do their laundry in order to be on their good side. This in-law matter. See, let me tell you something. One thing I have learned in this life is that what you know you cannot finish, don't even start it. So what you know that in the long run is going to inconvenience you in some type of way, or you know that that's just not the way you are, like you know that that's not your lifestyle, you know that even in your house you don't even do your own parents' laundry. So because you want to be on the good side of your in-laws, you want to go and start laundry that you know that you cannot continue doing for the rest of your life. I mean, I would say rather than you personally going to do that, how about you hire somebody to go help them do their laundry on the weekends? How about that? If we're talking about being on a good side, that's another fancy way to be on a good side. Just spend your money, send somebody to go and do their chores for them, and you know that should be fine. But like I said, like what you know you cannot finish, master here, don't even film by, like Yoruba will say nkoti o leje or nkoti o feje ma film, like something you don't want to eat, you know you're not gonna eat it, don't even smell it. Okay, this one is, it's marriage advice from church that I shouldn't do any other sex style apart from missionary. And I know a lot of people are on this table, as in a whole bunch of people are on this table. And fun fact, my sister-in-law actually said this. Sorry, babe, I just had to put it out there. But it was my sister-in-law that actually sent me this. So marriage advice that they gave her in church was that she shouldn't do any other sex style apart from missionary. Girl, you know how I feel about that already. Like if you are not sexually active before getting into the marriage, it might be a good advice for you to start so that you can get a feel of it and everything. And then, you know, like when you are still a virgin and you get into marriage and you know your first time having sex, it's been painful for some people, like crazy painful for some people. Some people get depressed from it, and I think that advice might just be, okay, like the first couple of times that you start this thing, just start with missionary. But listen, once you get a hang of it, you can be doing bicycle flip in your marriage. Ain't nobody care about that. You can hang leg, as in hang it like this in kutuwenji, let the other leg be in kafanja. Ain't nobody gonna care. Is your pastor going to come and ask you, excuse me, ma, please, which type of style do you used to do with your husband? No, it's not like it's you and your husband having intimacy. Like, you can do whatever styles as long as there are no like, you know, evil things involved. There's no like bestiality, there's no like BDSM, or if you're into that kind of thing. But you know, like, as long as there's no sinful thing, which really there isn't a lot, but they're like harmful, evil things that you can do to each other, my dear, just go on some missionary call. Missionary me. So this person says that your boyfriend can only slap you when he is angry, but not beat you up. I'm sorry, the person that gave you that advice is just a domestic abuse. What do you call that thing? Enthusiast. Is he enthusiast? Like, the person just, if it's a lady that gave you that advice, I think the lady is probably suffering from Stockholm syndrome. If it's a guy that gave you that advice, I feel like that the guy, that's what he does to his wife, or intends to do to his wife. He intends to beat his wife up or slap his wife. See, let me tell you something. When even when you're dating, you will see signs of violence, of abuse when you're dating. You know, you're arguing, and it's okay to argue. It's healthy to argue in a marriage or in a relationship. You're arguing, and all of a sudden it's like, timba, timba, timba wafue, or something like that, and it's not joking. We're not joking, and it's just timba. You did not wafue, or it did not land on your face. So, but of timba, sister, run. That's a sign. That's a heavy sign that you should flee, because you're still in the dating something. You know, he will still apologize and everything, but when you enter the marriage, that timba wa. Like, the slap will find its way on your face. And this is now from slap we take the dance. I mean, now from that's from slap, and now from clap dance they take start. Now from clap we take the dance. So the slap is just the beginning of everything. Before you know it, it will turn to gbasgbos. Please, that is a terrible advice. Okay, so the next one here says, don't let your husband or boyfriend know how much you earn. This one, he's a little bit dicey. Oh, dicey gun. So I mean, by all means, let your spouse know how much you earn. You know, boyfriend, yeah, like you can decide not to disclose that. You know, you can just give like, oh, it's a range from this to this. If boyfriend that is serious, so boyfriend that is going to lead to marriage, you know, boyfriend that you don't want to just do something and get away with it. You know, then I feel like for your husband, you know, it kind of has to have an idea. That would help you guys in your financial planning and all that stuff. You can have money that you set aside and all that, but it's ideal to ultimately let them know in a way, so you can plan yourself. You can financially plan yourself. Never leave a man for cheating. Register it in your mind that men that cheat. Never leave a man for cheating. Register it in your mind that men have cheating in their DNA. This is a big lie. There is nowhere that God created human being and put intentional sins like cheating inside their body. There is nothing like that. If you say that a man has cheating in his DNA, the woman Eve was brought out of the ribs of the man. So therefore, if a man has cheating in his DNA, a woman automatically has cheating in his DNA. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That's it. A woman automatically has cheating in her DNA. So I don't subscribe to this old men cheat, it's just their way. It's a lie. Human beings have willpower. You have willpower to decide that this thing you want to do, you want to go into it or you don't want to go into it. It's like you wake up in the morning, do I drink water or do I not drink water? It is willpower. A girl is passing in front of you as a man. She seducing you. You have the willpower to decide if you want to succumb or not succumb. So as a woman, you think we don't see men that look very good and we want that, you know, man, but boy, your hands gone, but we don't say, oh, hands gone, and start, you know, following him to the point where we actually have sexual, you know, intercourses and escapades, you know. So please, nobody should tell me that cheating is in a man's DNA. If you tell me that it's in a man's DNA, best believe it's in a woman's DNA too, boo. That's all I'm going to say. So that's a terrible advice. And she's saying never leave a man for cheating. I'm not going to tell you what to do in your marriage or in your relationship, but it depends on you. Is cheating a deal breaker for you? For some, they are able to overcome it and pray. They understand that maybe it is like temptation or something that happened, a one-time thing. And, you know, it is God that probably told them to stay. But then you have to know what works for you in your relationship and the kind of things you want to have in your life. So it's like, God, what do I do? Whatever God tells you to do or whatever you feel like your instincts are telling you to do, that's what you do. I'm not going to tell you to stay or not stay in a cheating relationship. You know, yeah. So the next one here says, accept that men can't eat rice every day. as in you should be making different delicacies every day, every day. I don't know who comes up with these things. Obviously, no human being can eat the same meal every day. At the same time, I think this is just a subtle, how do you say it? A subtle advice, or a, you know, subtle jab, you know, to say, oh, you have to be cooking different meals every day, or you have to be cooking different food every day. I think that's just what this is about. Listen, let's just learn how to train our boys, our male children, to be able to fend for themselves and take care of themselves. Even when they are in a marriage, they should be able to cook their own food. I mean, cooking is a basic, like, skill. Like, it's a basic skill that everybody must possess, at least a beginner type level. I'm not saying you should go and throw down like Chef Gordon, or, you know, like, but like, you should be able to make food that you'll be able to eat. So yeah, men can't eat rice every day, they can't eat bread every day, but they should be able to take care of themselves. Okay, that I should date more than one man in case one messes up. Double date is on. This is a terrible advice, you guys. Like, I don't know if you think it only happens in movies, but it happens in real life too. These things backfire. And the funniest thing is that it may not even be now, it may be later. You may even be already married to the one that, you know, maybe was ready first, and then something happens later in life, and somebody's talking about how, like, you're seeing that timeline is not aligning. Like, I was dating this babe at this time now, and, you know, like, things, like, so many serious things can happen. Please don't double date. If you know that you're not interested in that guy, don't do it. Like, if you know you're not interested in that lady too, don't do it. Like, just move on. Or if you're interested and the person is not interested, just move along. Like, don't start dating this person and dating that person because you're waiting. The one that will be ready first is the one that I will choose. It's a terrible idea. Laying on many terrible consequences. And my trial. Men are scarce, so no matter what happens, hold on to the one you have. Just pray it will change. It's just like what I just talked about. Like, you're holding on to this one so that, and then you now date another person because you're hoping maybe one will change. And this one now is saying men are scarce, so no matter what happens, hold on to the one you have. Women too are scarce. Women too are scarce, hoping it will change. So it means that the person has some type of terrible bad behavior. That's not something to hold on to. That's not something to hope that somebody will change about. You know, I've heard several times that people say that when you get into the marriage, the person will change. Listen, I'm sure you've also heard several times that people will tell you that people don't change when they get into marriages. Whatever characteristics or traits that they have actually expands in the marriage. Like, see finish, we enter. You will show yourself, during the dating process, you can even pretend as much as you can. But when the person is in the marriage with you, you can't, like, it's just, don't just do it. Don't enter the relationship or the marriage saying that the person will change. Hold on to him so that it will change. Hey, please, I remember I used to tell God that, see, when I enter my marriage eventually, I don't want to be going to Orioke. I don't want to be going to the mountain to go and be praying 7 days fasting and prayer. God, please change his heart. God, please change his heart. That's just stress. There's so much going on in this world that, even with you, there's so much going on with you that you have not finished praying about. Is now to be praying that God should change one man. You guys, please don't put that burden on yourself at all. So another one here says, date or marry a man that loves you more than you love him. I don't get, is it competition? Okay, so I kind of get why people say this, because they say that it's harder for men to fall in love or something like that, and it's the women that fall and, you know, give their all and everything. Listen, give your all in your relationship. Let the man to give his all in his relationship. It's not a competition thing. You people are in this relationship or marriage together to bringing your all, he bringing his all. It's 100% that we're bringing together, not 50-50%. We're both bringing, I'm bringing 100, he's bringing 100, so that our marriage can blossom and grow and everything. Oh my God, the sun is going down. So our marriage can blow and, you know, blossom, and it can be great. Don't say, oh, he has to love me more than I love him. Who that one help? So when you not enter the marriage, he loves you, he's taking good care of you and everything, and then because you don't love him that much, there are several sacrifices or things that you can't make, or there are several things you can't do for him, because after all, you don't even love him like that. Like, he doesn't help you in any way. This one says, there's no perfect man outside. Anyone you see, just marry. It's a lie. It's a lie. Like, you will find the one that is for you. You may not get the man that ticks everything on your checklist, but you will find the one that is for you. Gong, 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 gong. Don't just marry anyhow. You marry anyhow, your marriage is anyhow marriage. Your children become anyhow children. Your life becomes anyhow. Please don't marry anyhow, I beg. Okay, so this next one says, open your eyes in church while praying. In case you see a brother looking, then wink back at him. Is that what you're supposed to be doing in church? I feel like I would even judge you and the brother, because you're supposed to close your eyes in church. So you earn everybody's eyes are closed. You put now open your eyes and be scouting for each other. That's a terrible advice. I know we want to be in a relationship. We want to date a God-fearing guy, a Christian guy. You know, in church is the best place to meet such people. I mean, but come on now. I will not now focus on God, which is the reason why I'm in church. I beg. Use your left hand more in church so they can see you are single. So it's like this. Oh, praise the Lord now. I will praise him every day. Hey, I will praise the Lord. One more quick with ring glory finger. You know that the funniest thing is that the person that will notice that there's no ring on this finger is the person that has probably noticed you. If the person don't know you from anywhere before, why would the first thing they want to look at be your hand and notice if there is ring on your finger or not? It makes sense, Rara, at all, man. There's such, I don't know where people get this crazy advice from. Okay, and the last but not the least, this is the most hilarious one I read, and it says his mom said if he does anything bad I should sing "Let the Weak Say I Am Strong." Our mom sees, so no, God forgive me. His mom is telling you that when he does something bad, you should just take it like that and go to God in prayer and say, let the weak say I am strong, let the poor say I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. God know they do bad thing. God know they do bad thing at all. So I'm not going to sit in that relationship when he continuously does something bad and something wrong to me and lift up holy hands and say, let the weak say. So, oh Lord, for me, God, give me the strength to conquer these problems. Give me the strength to conquer this wahala. Give me the strength to conquer all these bad things that this guy is giving to me. What skabash on top of the matter. God, please, I beg you. My sisters, my brothers, please, I take God beg you. At the end of the day, there is somebody genuinely, I promise you, there is somebody out there for you. Just keep standing on God's promises. It doesn't give you bad things. It doesn't give you bad things that will make your life bad or make your life miserable. It's we ourselves that have to be like, God, okay, I'm just giving total surrender to you, that, you know, I know that you have better plans for me, and not totally fixated on the list that, you know, that I have. Listen, guys, if I was to talk about list, number one thing on my list was that I did not want to marry a light-skinned guy. Me, Febros to Pupa, I don't want. That's what I used to tell God. But you guys, guess what? I married a freaking, as in, light-skinned man, and my daughter too is very light-skinned, and you see how dark I am. I wanted a chocolate man that we can, you know, complement each other. All those things at the end of the day does not matter. Could matter. Like, I married my best friend, my companion, like, we play, we band, we, you know, we do things together, we are each other's, like, God really gave us each other. Just keep believing God, just keep standing on his words and his promises, and I'm telling you, you will get that bone of your bone and the desires of your heart. That's if you want to get married, because I know it's not everybody that wants to get married. I'm talking to the people that want to be in a serious relationship and get married right here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you had some dating advice that you know is terrible. Leave it in the comment section down below. Me, I want to read it. I want to know. So leave it in the comment section down below. What are the advices that you think stood out to you that you're like, what? Do people actually say this? Leave it in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. Share this video, like this video, leave a thumbs up, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.